We're back on the SportsMax zone. We continue with the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. The tournament continuing Thursday with 4 additional fixtures. Let's have a look at them now. Costa Rica against Germany. Japan taking on Spain. That's in Group E. And Group F has Canada versus Morocco and Croatia taking on Belgium. Okay, so let's start with Group E and look at the permutations. Spain, top of the table over Japan. Costa Rica and Japan have the same number of points, just one behind Spain. Germany, bottom of the table on 1 point.
Yeah.
And they close off against Costa Rica, who most people expect them to beat. So this Group E, all 4 teams have a chance, and you could end up with Germany, the bottom team, ending up being the top team.
Yeah, but I get the sense that Costa Rica, coming off that win against Japan, will be the more confident of the 2 teams, Lance. But I still wouldn't underestimate Germany, because despite the poor run of form that they've had in this FIFA World Cup so far, just like Argentina, who found the form today when they needed it the most, I still wouldn't put it past Germany. So as we say, for me, it's wide open and it's anybody's game to advance.
Yeah, I would think Spain are pretty safe, because I don't think Japan will stop them.
Yeah.
So I would expect Spain to beat Japan and top the group. I do expect Germany to beat Costa Rica, though, yeah, and take the number 2 spot. In the position that the Germans are, it would be calamitous if they don't get a favorable result for them to go into the round of 16, especially coming off 2018 in Russia, when they, as the reigning champions, failed to get past the group stage. So I would back Germany to get past Costa Rica and get in.
And we know for sure if Costa Rica, they beat Germany, they will advance based on the number of points that they have.
Yeah, as long as Spain does the business against the Japanese as well. The fact is that the Germans, whose pedigree in World Cup football is unmistakable, Brazil are the only team that have played more finals and been to more World Cups than they have. And their pedigree has to come to the fore now. I was talking to Brent earlier this week, and I was suggesting that Germany's, and I said it on the show a few times, even when we were previewing the World Cup, that they don't have goal scorers. All German teams that have been successful in the past decades were teams that had solid goal scorers, players who you could depend on to score. And they don't have that at the moment, which is part of the reason why they're struggling. Because I think defensively they are okay. I think they work really hard in midfield. I see them winning a lot of tackles and winning a lot of balls in midfield. So there's a lot about this German team that reminds me of the German teams that made me fall in love with Germany back in the early 80s. But this is not a team that that has given you the confidence to back them.
Yeah.
And I don't think they will go, even if they get past the group stage, I don't think they will go much further in this tournament, because they're just lacking the potency in offense to go deep in the championship.
Are Spain one of the contenders to go all the way?
Yeah, for sure. You know, Spain is a very solid team, you know. When they defeated Costa Rica by 7-0, it was a masterclass.
Yeah.
I know Costa Rica didn't offer much, but to beat another team by 7-0 in a World Cup finals is remarkable, and they have a lot of quality, Spain, and I think Spain has enough quality to go beyond the quarterfinals and probably challenge. I wouldn't pick them to win, because I'm pretty certain that Brazil should win, and I think France at the moment are looking hard to beat.
Yes.
So I wouldn't put Spain in the top 2, but I think they have enough quality that could send them, into a strong conversation for the title.
Agreed. Well, Canada is the only team eliminated from Group F. This is Group F. We have Croatia at the top of the table on 4 points. Morocco, they have really exceeded expectations this World Cup. They also have 4 points from their 2 matches. Belgium on 3 points, and as we said, Canada, they're yet to get a point. So, Lance, we'll have Canada playing Morocco. How do you see? Well, Morocco, of course, they've impressed.
Yeah.
More than they've exceeded our expectations. So, a win for Morocco?
Yeah, I would expect Morocco to win. The Canadians are on their way home, so it's been this. They would feel a little deflated at the moment. So I don't know how much energy they will go into this match with, and maybe the coach would want to get some young players in to give them a feel of the World Cup, because they would want to be at the World Cup again in 2026 when the World Cup will be staged in the CONCACAF region in the USA, Canada, and Mexico. So Morocco should take care of business there for sure.
Well, I'm hoping that Canada gets a consolation victory, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Now let's move across now to Croatia. Belgium, Kevin De Bruyne, my Manchester City player, has been saying a lot. He's even said so much that he's gotten himself in trouble with the team. He says that his team is 4 years too old. And what do you see happening?
I'm not sure in what context he had said that, but I think he may be regretting saying that now because it has made global headlines, and you don't want one of your key players to be sending out such a negative message about your team. I understand what he's saying, that Belgium in 2018 were a younger, fitter, more potent team than they are now. So 2018 would have been a better opportunity for them to win the World Cup than now, 2022. But they have quality players, and we are gathering that there is some infighting in the camp as well.
Yes.
So there is some acrimony in the camp, which spells gloom for Belgium fans. They have struggled. They have not performed as well. In this cycle between 2018 and 2022, Belgium spent about 3 years as the world's #1 football team. So on the basis of that, they would have come to the Qatar World Cup as one of the favorites to win. And they have played nothing like a team favored to do well. If they don't beat Croatia tomorrow, they will be out.
Yeah.
But I'm worried about what I'm hearing from the camp. I'm hearing about some players not talking to other players.
And that's never good for a team sport.
No, so that can't be good. But sometimes as professionals, they should be able to put that behind them. So this is the off-the-field stance with them. You don't like me, I'm quarreling with. But when you go out onto the field to play,
it's one goal, right?
Yeah, you have to forget that and deal with the business of the team and getting a result for the team. So I think Belgium has to depend on that, because De Bruyne, and George says it many times on the SportsMax show, as outstanding as he is for Manchester City, he hardly ever does well for Belgium on the international stage. He doesn't look the same player, does he? So he has a point to prove.
Yeah.
And if Belgium exits this World Cup in the first round, it would be a massive, massive disappointment for them. We saw riots in Brussels last weekend when Morocco beat them. So the fans at home are very unhappy.
Yeah, you speak about putting things aside. Well, Lance, let's hope they can do that for the sake of the team. Let's take a look now at the fixtures. So fixtures for Thursday. Costa Rica, Group E action up against Germany. Japan, they play Spain. And in Group F, Canada will be seeing Morocco. And Croatia will play Kevin De Bruyne's Belgium. Let's take a break.